Good morning. It's Thursday.
I'm feeling snarky. Well, good morning, everybody.
It's Thursday, and you are almost done with the week. What do you got this morning?
Well, we're going to have an incredible conversation today.
Okay. I know I meant your coffee cup.
I know.
That's really kind of what I meant.
I know, but that has to go with the conversation we're going to have.
Okay.
My coffee cup says best.
Okay. Let's say good morning to some people because I'm not sure what you think you're best at.
It's obvious. So we're going to talk about it.
All right. We will talk about it. So we'll find out who's hanging out with us this morning.
Well, Andrew Dowling
is
saying hello to the Spencer family.
Yep. Because I got to show up this morning. You've kind of been doing your own gig this week. So
I know. I've been
kind of missed. You know what? So true story. Like when Travis started this whole thing, I did not want anything to do with it. And the first time that you asked me to be on with you, like I was so stinking nervous.
Like our first date.
Sure. Yes. But anyway, I was so stinking nervous, and now like I kind of miss everybody. So
you were nervous?
That's kind of when you first asked me. Like I didn't do this like with you for a long time, and then you were like, "Hey, will you jump on there with me one morning?" And I'm like, "I can't do this.
I need to go back and watch one of the first."
Yeah, it would have been really, really like I probably was sweating. So I was probably like sweating. Anyway, but I kind of miss everybody now. So
she loves you guys.
It's our brew family. So I kind of do.
Oh, that's sweet. Hi, Chuck. How's it going, man? Melissa, good morning to you, and Dave, and Pandora, and Melinda.
I think I've got Melinda a little bit deep.
Sweet Joy.
He would tell you I'm not as sweet as what
she is.
What I get credit for.
Sweet Joycey. Hello there, Mr. Taylor.
I have a little bit of spice in me too.
Chris, morning to you. And Les. Yeah, she's sweet and spicy.
Well, I think that's a nice way of saying sometimes I'm not very nice. But anyway.
Hi, Connie. Don't speak,
good morning.
Don't speak ill of yourself. You're wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Hi, Joe. Nancy.
Good morning.
John, how's it going? Scott and Brenda. John Pruitt waving at you.
John, I always wave with the wrong
Mary.
arm. I never go towards
how's
the
it going?
camera.
So more and more people are hopping on. My mug says best.
And mine says friends.
So we are friends.
Best friends.
We are friends. And I am.
But you said you chose. Do you feel like you're the best of the friends combo?
Nope. Has nothing to do with that.
So you chose the mugs this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, intentionally?
Because we're going to talk about.
Did you choose the mugs intentionally?
Yes.
But it had nothing to do with the fact that it was the friend part.
Well, I chose the mugs because they go together, best friends.
Okay.
And I was hoping, because you passed them out, I had a 50-50 chance that you would give me the best.
That's true. That's really true. I was the one that poured it.
Yeah. So you gave me the mug that says best on the day that you know that we're talking about who's the best driver. So I'm assuming you've answered it.
That was nowhere in my intention.
But it was, in that it's a Freudian slip. Like, I'm the best driver. You knew we were going to talk about this today.
So is that what we're talking about today?
Yeah. So many people out there have wanted to hear Joy's amazing story of plowing into a police officer.
Amazing story. That was not how I would have set that up.
Hi, Aunt Barb.
That was not how I would have set that up.
Aunt Barb, you might want to close your ears for a little bit. Joy and I are going to fight.
We're not going to fight.
We're going to fight.
Hi, Aunt
Cheryl, we're going to fight. We're fighting today.
So I would be interested in knowing, do you feel like men or women are better drivers?
I'm not answering that. I don't think it
has nothing to do with gender. Okay. I'm with you on that because I do think that women probably are more attentive to driving. And
so you just said you're not saying that and then you say it. No.
Well, I just think that women are a little more attentive to driving and like men.
No. There's no science on that.
Science is in my head.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's in my head.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing in the news for the last 16 months.
So you feel like you're the better driver between us?
I've not hit a police officer. I've not backed into a car on Broadway Avenue.
You have had 2 tickets.
2?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I can help you.
When I was 6,
I can help you with those.
when I was 16 years old, and Joy asked me to pick her up in Charleston when she was gone all week for a girls'
You got a ticket for speeding.
I was oohing in love with her as a 6-year-old, and I wanted to get there as quickly as possible. So I sacrificed the chance of getting a speeding ticket to see my lovely girlfriend Joy.
Ticket number 1.
Yeah.
And then the second ticket.
But that's not unsafe driving.
Okay. I think that we have some friends that might disagree with that.
Going 55 and a 45 is not unsafe driving.
And anyway, you also got a ticket for blowing through a red light in Springfield, Missouri.
It was long yellow.
That was what he defined as red. So let me just lay out my case for, like, people have just kind of like said, okay, what was the police officer story? So if I can just set up the story just a little bit, I had my license 4 months. So I was 16. So this was 30 years ago. Okay. And I was driving, for anybody who lives locally, I'm just going to set it up for you here. I was driving north on 14th Street, a little bit south of Charleston Avenue. Okay. So you're heading north on 14th Street, approaching the intersection at like the current CVS. And there is a house that is on the left that is quite on the corner. And so it doesn't give you a lot of peripheral vision. And let me just clarify. I had the green light. You have to be this
adamant about anything in life.
I'm just saying I had the green light here. I had the green light. And there happened to be a detective in an unmarked car, which this gentleman is no longer working. So like anybody who is serving, I'm not bashing
kill him. You hit him.
No, I did not even, like, he was not hurt at all. Nor was I. But anyway, so he came through a red light in an unmarked car with a dome light with no siren. And I clipped the back of his car. That was the story, how I hit a police officer at 16. You talk about sweating bullets. I've had my license for like all of 4 months, and like I hit a police officer
en route
on a call,
chasing someone.
He was not happy with me at all because he was like following someone. He was going after somebody, and he had to pull off and like deal with the accident because I had upended his chase. It was not good. It was not good at all. So I was like, it was really, really intense. Like, can you imagine being 16 and like suddenly, and they had to call in the state police because of the fact that it was involving a police officer. It was really stressful, really stressful.
So you hit a police officer.
I had a police officer, and at 16, I backed out with my very first car, which was longer than a church van. It was longer than a church van, and I backed out and I clipped a guy. But I will say this: I left him a note.
And the garage door that's bent out a little bit.
That was not me. Was that me? Okay, the other accident I was in, the guy did not have his lights on, and it was dark. It was dark.
Yeah, on Western Avenue.
He didn't have his lights on, so I pulled out in front of him. But he did not have his lights on.
Okay, so let's just review. Hit a police officer.
Not my fault. I had a green light. And he
hit a police officer
on a blind intersection.
The police officer did not get in trouble either.
Nor did I, who I didn't have my seatbelt on.
Okay, you're not having
this was before the click it and ticket.
Didn't have a seatbelt on.
Lest they are. You think they're looking for me still? I know. Like, believe me,
she's right here.
There was an investigation.
Come get her.
I still didn't get a ticket.
Come get her. Okay. So hit a police officer. You hit someone on Western.
He hit me. I pulled out in front of him.
You pulled out in front of somebody.
He did not have his lights on. It was dark.
You pulled out in front of him.
He did not have his lights on.
He didn't get a ticket either.
I feel like I need to.
He didn't get a ticket either.
Well, because we had the same insurances. And
when you say dark, it was twilight.
It was very dusk. It was very dusk. I had my lights on.
You backed into somebody.
Well.
You backed into the garage door.
I didn't remember that one.
I can go.
Did I do the garage door?
Well, it was before any of our kids ever had a license.
How do I know it wasn't you?
It was you.
I think you're using my poor memory like at a disadvantage because of the fact that like I'm just not remembering who did the garage door.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
I still maintain I'm the better driver.
Okay. I have a question. I have a quiz for you.
A quiz.
How many accidents have you been in? None, and a few, one, but it was minor. I've had a couple.
I've had three, and all of them
three's
were minor.
not even an option on this one.
They're all minor. Bob, it is not an ongoing investigation. It was closed and sealed.
Okay. Next question. Do people honk their horn at you a lot?
No, they never do.
We were in the car the other day and you got honked at.
But I did. They were saying hi. They were saying hi. Why did they honk?
Double turn lane.
Where were we at?
I don't remember. You got honked at, and you're like, "Oh, I'm glad the boys aren't here."
I did. Were we in a big city?
I don't remember.
Oh dear, this is not going well.
Do you check your blind spot before you change lanes?
Always. And I've taught the boys to do that. Like, I'm religious about that.
How regularly do you check your mirrors?
Frequently.
Like once a day?
No, like all the time. Like I check them 100 times more than you.
I'm not asking this question.
Why? Oh, it must be bad.
No, it's do you text and drive?
Oh. Only using my Audible. My voice.
Throw me under the bus on that.
No, I won't. I will be nice.
I might occasionally.
I just use my Audible one.
How closely do you follow the car in front of you?
Not very, because you're not supposed to follow closely.
You're just giving
No, I really don't.
Sunday school answers.
I really don't.
Do you use your turn signal before you change lanes?
I'd say I'm a 50%er on that.
How regularly do your passengers reach for the oh crap bar?
No, they don't. They don't.
Yeah, that's probably true.
They don't.
Now when Riley's driving,
Travis, do not throw your son under the bus.
Do you ever change lanes in the middle of an intersection?
No, you're not supposed to.
Have you ever hit a cop in the middle of an intersection?
That is not on the quiz.
How many speeding tickets have you gotten?
1 in Toledo.
See, so I have 2, and you're calling me out.
I was exiting the city, almost to the city limits, and he was sitting right on the city
Did you get
limits.
one in Westfield? Outside of Westfield?
I got a warning. I got a warning on that one. The boys were with me on that one. That was a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
It's these little towns. It was coming into Westfield, and everybody that around here that's driven in Westfield, like.
Have you ever got pulled over in Windsor?
I don't think so. Have I?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. But it's these little towns.
Do you stay in the right lane except to pass?
I try to be conscientious of that. Occasionally on Route 16 going to work, I'm a little guilty of the left
I just
lane.
assume I am the passer all the time. So.
That's incorrect.
When's the last time you checked your tire pressure?
It's a little low right now. Actually, if you could fix that, that would be helpful.
Are you aware of other drivers' blind spots when you're driving?
Yes.
That's because you are the daughter of Van Frankfurt.
I am. See, he taught me well.
I'm
a good driver.
Do you tend to regularly decrease your speed when you stop, or do you slam on the brakes?
No, I'm a gradual slower.
How's Riley do with that?
I'm not going to comment. I'm a gradual slower. I'll stop her on that one.
Riley will throw you in next week.
He has a place to be.
How are your parallel parking skills?
On point.
She takes this very serious.
That's because I'm a better driver. They're on point.
I'm okay. Do you let your engine warm up before you start driving?
No. Probably not.
Are you on a first name basis with the guy at the local body shop?
Nope. He does not even know my name.
You do know.
Well, because of
See, I answer yes.
Okay, but not because of the fact that we're in there all the time.
Have you noticed that people take a sigh of relief when they arrive at their destination with you behind the wheel?
No, I don't think so. I think everybody's confident I will get them there.
Oh, this is great. What do you do when you hear a siren and see flashing lights in your rearview mirror?
Sweat. Even if I'm going under the speed limit, I still sweat.
They're still looking for you from 1992.
Oh, don't. But it's almost like a Pavlov's dog. If I see a police officer, I check my speedometer. If I see a siren, I'm like, oh, what did I do?
Here's the trick. Anytime I see a police officer, I wave. I wave at them.
That's really odd.
I know a lot of them, and even if I don't know them, I'm going to assume I know them, and I wave at them. So if they think I might be doing something wrong, I'm like, oh, I think I know that guy.
See, you have a strategy on that too. Like my strategy, you laughed at my weather one. Anyway, we need to get wrapped up, babe. So we can end this quiz right now because we've already established that I am a good driver.
Have you ever dozed off behind the wheel?
No. I've been really tired, but it scares me. Chris, I can park. Okay, he asked, can I parallel park on the left and right? I would have to say I'm not a good parallel parker to the driver's side. I'm much better.
Have you ever crossed multiple lanes to make an exit?
What's your Bible verse today?
Is that a yes?
I
think that's probably when we did hold on to the.
Maybe. Usually it was when you were giving me directions.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay. What else you got? Let's wrap it up.
Have you ever driven on the shoulder of the road to get out of a traffic jam?
No, that's illegal. You cannot do that.
But you do things like that when we drive.
No, we don't.
When we find out that we are heading the wrong direction, I'm the one that finds the appropriate place to turn off and turn around and then get on. You find the first place where there's 3 inches of square. You're like, you'd pull into someone's front yard to turn around.
No, not into their yard, in their driveway. I'm effective with time. I consider it effective time management.
All right, well.
All right, we got to wrap it up.
So you guys vote.
This could get really ugly. You're asking them to vote?
No, because they'll just vote for you because
I don't know. Like you probably established
your sweet joy, and they're not gonna say anything bad about you on here.
They've already told me like the police are still looking for me based on the 92 accident.
Well, that's probably true.
I didn't get a ticket for that one though. I just want you to know that. I did not get a ticket for that. Okay. What do you got for us this morning?
Okay, so you guys wanted to hear the story. That was the story, and then we took the quiz, and
it was when you drive that intersection next time, drive it going north.
How about the intersection in front of the mall? That's just brutal.
Oh,
try teaching your 15-year-old kid with a driver's permit how to navigate that intersection.
That's a tough one. The one right by Villa.
I just don't close your eyes and hit the pedal, man. Let's go.
That's terrible. All right, what do we got?
See, look, you know that we're voting for Sweet Joy. That's because
I'm a good driver.
It's a sympathy vote. Do you feel good about sympathy votes?
I'm okay with them. I'm okay with them.
Well, that's what it would be. There'd be an asterisk by that.
There's no asterisk. It's just still a vote. It doesn't. When you go in the voting booth, it does not matter why you voted that way. You still voted that way. You still cast your vote.
All these people vote for you, even though you've been in like 12 wrecks. You went through our garage door, and you drive like Tiger Woods.
I
did
not.
That too soon?
That was too soon.
Too soon.
I did not. I did. Chuck, thank you. That house is a blind intersection, especially if somebody's going through a red light. So anyway.
Did you know that drive like Tiger Woods is a great golf thing too? Because when you drive.
Oh yeah, that is.
You drive like Tiger Woods.
What verse do you have for us, Travis, this morning? So you're on the roll. Is it be kind and compassionate? Please tell me it's be kind and compassionate to one another. Yeah. I'd like to hear your take on that. Anyway, what do you got?
Okay. Well, in my reading the Bible through a year, we're into Mark chapter 8.
Okay.
Mark chapter 8. Kind of not a heavy conversation, but like a wake up real conversation. Okay. So we'll just read it. We'll talk about it. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, and for the sake of the good news, you will save it. And then he goes on to say this. And what do you benefit? And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? So it's the gaining anything and everything you want to lose your whole soul, your spiritual life, your eternity, your spiritual health. And there was a devotion about it today, and they said it's Jim Carrey said this. I have a tough time thinking it's the actor Jim Carrey, but
maybe it's another Jim Carrey.
It could be another Jim Carrey, but it's a really good quote. It says the actor Jim Carrey. Okay. The actor Jim Carrey said, "I think everyone should get rich and famous and do everything they dreamed of so they can see that it is not the answer."
Oh, wow. Wow.
I think too many people superficially think if I just go after that and if I achieve that, all my problems will go away. But Jesus isn't really talking about that. I mean, he's not talking about like chasing he's really talking about, the ultimate reward in life. And the ultimate reward in life is giving up everything so you can have everything. The analogy that comes to my mind, it would be, it would be if you cling super, super hard to a rope with a knot in it and you're like, I've got it, without realizing that the rope at the other end isn't attached to anything valuable.
And so it's, in life, if you, it says, if you cling to this life, you're, and hold really, really tight, you're going to lose it because it's not attached to anything that's solid or valuable or truthworthy on the other side of it. And so you have to know that what you're hanging on to and what you're centering your life on has truth on the other side of it. Otherwise, you're going to lose it anyway. And the sad part is the fact that if you aren't aware of that, like you think you're doing the right thing by clinging on to it, and you just don't even realize the fact that it's not anchored in anything that's true.
That's good stuff, everybody. What's your rope anchored into?
Yeah.
So for the sake of the good news, hold on to that one. All right, everybody.
Have a good day.
It is
drive careful out there.
Today is Thursday, the 25th. We believe you're going to have a great day, and watch out in those
blind spots
and intersections.
Yep.
Woo, 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 woo.